Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Grenades and Horseshoes, right here on Planet Destiny, where we strive to bring good times, good feels, and general shenanigans every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
I'm Unalala, and as usual, we are joined by Mark Square.
Hello there.
And Grey Ghost.
Good evening, everyone. So, Mark Square, what's our first segment this week?
It is called High Caliber Rounds, and actually, Gray and I were able to shoutcast Yuna and her recent trials run. So it was very fun. We dressed up in our best newscaster outfits, you know, and Gray's got some highlights of that coming up here on High Caliber Rounds. And then in a few weeks, you can look forward to seeing the full run in our post show after one of these weeks, after the beta is concluded, and we've got some time between now and the release of Destiny 2. But it was great fun doing it. I really appreciated being able to have that experience with Gray. And it was interesting watching Yuna from the sidelines and all of her epic plays that she made. And then our Sherpa in residence for Guardian 1, Connor, Connie the Commie is his Twitter handle and his gamer tag. And man, he just really can really PvP, and it was fun to watch.
High Caliber Rounds.
Hey, welcome to the very first shoutcast from here at the Grenades and Horseshoes headquarters. We're watching our very own Unalala attempt to make it to the lighthouse with local Sherpa, Connie the Commie, and his friend Critter. So thank you, Gray Ghost, for joining me here today in the studio.
Happy to be here, Mark. It's great to watch some good Trials gameplay here on Skyline. We got a couple really great players. I've been to the lighthouse many times this weekend already, and Unalala is going to have a great chance to get her first Trials run. Looks like gameplay has started. They are into their second card. Currently in the middle screen, we're watching Unalala's gameplay. On the left and right of Mark and myself, we see Connor's gameplay.
So let's tell you a little bit about Connie the Commie, or Connor, our resident Guardian 1 Sherpa. He does lighthouse carries all the time, not just for the people in Guardian 1, of course, but he's making a concerted effort to get everyone in Guardian 1 who hasn't been to the lighthouse before the end of Destiny 1. I have not gone yet personally in the entire history of the lighthouse, even though I've played consistently for most of the game's life cycle. But I am not interested in that Grimoire because I play Grimoire Golf. As you know, as you can tell by my outfit, I am a Grimoire golfer. Yeah. How about you, Gray? Have you ever been?
Pushing in here from the left side. How did that not land? Oh, it was just a little delayed. It did land.
Oh, delayed. Yep.
You got double teamed. Looks like they're down 2-1 here.
Critter with the clutch,
Critter's
hopefully.
getting the res because it looks like the opponent missed the res, but he popped Goldie. He popped Goldie and took him down. And the round is all tied 1-1. This is their second game, though, Mark. They did easily win their first game on their card. They still have their mercy, and they're going to adjust, I'm sure, this next round.
Yeah, and I'm sure they added all the boons as they are pros. So that first win on their card counted as 2. So they are positioned very well. In fact, I'm almost sure that Connor at that point said, "Good thing they used their Goldie." I'm glad they used their Goldie. He's all about super management. We've been watching him in some trials carries this weekend. He's taken or attempted, came very close with our clanmate Paris, and he is all about the super management and how well you manage supers. And in fact, the final round of Paris's card, they were either going to go flawless or that was it. They lost due to super management. The other team just had supers for days, it felt like, but that was just their good management of it. You noticed there a second ago, he sat down at the edge of that door and used that emote to look around the corner without actually showing himself, so he didn't have to peek that sniper lane. That's a high-level tactic there that I have never used. I sit down, but it's because of, I've given up.
Yeah,
but
we've seen that, Mark. It's hard on the team, but we understand. Pretty classic play of using emotes to look around corners. Definitely try to incorporate that into each of your gameplays. It will make you a stronger player. Look at the movement of the team, though, on that last round. You could definitely see that even though Connor engaged pretty aggressively and he did die, he knew he had 2 teammates behind him that were going to clean up that final kill. It was a good push by the team. So it looks like they're getting actually a little bit of a hiccup here early in their card. They've got 3 wins, and they're tied 3-3 here, you know. They're going to have to really buckle down to make sure that they can pull this out. You do not want to give up your mercy this early in a card.
No, that brings on the code brown for the rest of the card. You really got to be clenched up after that for him.
So he's working the flank now. He sees that his team has lined up quite well there at the top tee, and he's going to come in from a different angle. Another thing to keep in mind as you're playing trials, try not to engage all from the same angle. Spread out your attack that you can come at from different directions. Oh, and he got Nova'd.
Nova.
They got 2 enemies down, so it looks like our team is good, and that cost a super.
Yeah.
So Yuna's backing out of the encounter, which is good. She's waiting for her teammate to get there. Oh, and there we go.
Oh, very nice.
Critter,
very nice clutch.
Critter, I think, might have popped his Goldie, but it was the last round, so it was a good time to use it, and they get the win.
Very nice. Good game there, guys.
So that was a good solid round. It looks like they're going to be at 4 wins on their card. It's a good time for us to go to commercial break.
Does that mean I get to pee now?
Yep, you can go pee. Well, Mark, as you said, that was a ton of fun. Really enjoyed it. Definitely stick around in some of the episodes that are going to be coming up because we are going to show more of Yunalala's card as part of the post show. But Yuna, tell us from your perspective, how was that Trials card run with Connie the Kami?
Oh, well, you know, I had a ton of fun. You know, I don't do a lot of Trials of Osiris, and I never do it really trying to get to the lighthouse. So I'm pretty much strictly completing bounties only kind of Trials card person. So I definitely learned a lot, and man, they can move. Like, I don't move like that. I don't know how they move that quickly. So.
Yeah, I mean, map awareness is really big, but don't sell yourself short. I mean, I've played a lot of Iron Banner with you, Yuna. You're no PvP scrub. You can hold your own, but I mean, all of us know that Trials is in a very, very interesting place right now. You know, you're going against some of the top, and actually, so as we were shoutcasting, many of the teams you guys played against were carries. So 2 very high skilled players trying to get somebody to the lighthouse for the first time. We routinely saw that as we pulled up the Trials report. So what Connor was doing with Critter for you was exactly what other people were doing, which makes for some very, very tough matches. Well, I think that was an excellent segment. We'll be bringing it back in for future shows, but what do you guys say that we actually head down to the tower and kind of see what's next in for this show?
Sounds great.
All right, I'll see you guys down there.
Let's do. Hello, here we are in the tower bar. So it's pretty like moodily lit down here. Everything except my head, which is for some reason on fire.
It's ambiance.
Super bright. And unfortunately my food is a little far away. That is not a lit cigarette for the young viewers. That is just food with nice steam coming off of it.
But it is a bar. Smells like. So we are here in the tower bar, and we were talking about this a little bit earlier. There's a radio over here now. And do you guys remember when there was no radio in the tower?
Yep, I do.
That, Una? No?
Yep.
What about Baby Gray over there?
Baby Gray, who's just a year 2 player. Taken King, we always had the radio and the kicking tunes coming out of it, which I listened to like twice and then said, man, Bungie, come on. You could have done a little bit better with your song selection in the only jukebox in the entire Cosmodrome. Really? This is what you got?
There's some cat with his keyboard just crying right now, like,
yeah. Led Zeppelin in the promos, and that's what we get in the jukebox? Come on.
Cats on a keyboard. Yeah. We're really insulting someone right now. I'm not sure who it is. We apologize. But I think what Gray's saying, there could be more. And now, there's always been emotes since you've been playing as well, right? You've
correct.
always had emotes.
Yeah, and especially being able to go and find some custom emotes.
Right.
I know in year one, you guys were much more limited in the amount of emotes that you could have.
We could wave, we could point.
Yeah.
Yep.
We could
sit down
dance.
on people.
Oh yeah,
That's about it.
Phrase.
It wasn't even that bad. It was an actual thing. You could sit down.
Yeah, you
On
could sit down.
people, places, and things.
Yep. But
Yeah.
you couldn't rude
People,
taunt,
places.
that's just sad because you should always be able to rude taunt, I think.
Yeah, I like and Z Snap and there's a lot of really fun stuff. I like the direction they went with that. It's just silly enough, and doesn't really take you out of the universe too much. So I really like that. Also, you don't know when any.
John
Go
Cena.
ahead. Oh,
That's Amy.
the taunt. You got to realize too. We woke up. We were all born at some particular time. We've still got muscle memory. That's where all these weird dances are coming from. Like I like that suave dance, the one that Deej did.
Right,
It's just
the
so
Deej
weird,
dance.
and there's the pointing.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love that. Yeah, it's probably more awkward than the tiny dance. I think it's gonna have more legs. It's gonna go farther than the tiny dance.
Yeah, I think
Anyway,
that's
we
something
should
that's
get-
probably going to just grow in Destiny 2. But like you said, we should get to our next segment.
Yeah, so this is called Field Scout, and what we do is we go around to the community and we ask, hey, we'd like to see some clips of you guys playing Destiny. Eventually, we will have a feedback email for you guys to send things to. In the meantime, you can connect with us on Twitter. At G&H Show is our Twitter, and then of course at Unilala, at GrayGhost2E, and at MarkSquare_. So you can look us up now. Let us know that you've got some clips for us, but we will eventually get a nice email for you to send things into. And this week's clip was sent to me by Justin over at Dad Tales Podcast. It's a couple of angles of some things. Let's go ahead and start that clip
Can't
up.
wait.
Yeah, so he's jumping over. He's very patiently waiting for his special ammo,
9 seconds left on that special ammo.
which is what we all wait.
Oh!
What's going on?
Yeah,
there was a
Jesus.
spring. It was
Was
a
that-
trick special ammo.
Was that
No.
a mistake? Was that assisted? Was that
was his.
that was a good old shoulder charge?
Oh man.
From not just his fire team, but this is his co-host Kevin from the Dad Tales podcast. In fact, is the second angle on this. So he's just there facing away from his teammates because he thinks he can trust them, and then suddenly dead.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
What
even
a
think that
troll.
little gap would put you at risk of getting trolled by your own fire team. But I'm gonna have to look for that the next time I see you there,
Oh,
Mark
man.
Square, trying to pop
Yep,
special.
I know.
Friendly fire.
Oh, that's so good. It's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so that was Boost KDV is Kevin over there at the Dad Tales podcast. At JC Jesse is Justin. At Dad Tales. All that on Twitter. You can check them out. Or you can go to dadtalespodcast.com and check out their content. Now, it's a very, very funny Destiny show for dads, but not really for kids so much. So just there's your little disclaimer. Don't listen to it.
They may learn some new words that you might not want them to have learned quite
Right.
yet.
If you have a house plant, just listen to it away from your house plant. Don't.
Wow. Yeah, we don't
don't-
want to teach it any
That's right.
Yeah,
unacceptable
but those
verbiage.
guys are great guys. They've been super supportive
Absolutely.
of our endeavor with this new show, and definitely check them out. They have a great product, very fun, very supportive, just exemplary members of this Destiny community, really showing what it means to help one another out and to be positive gamers. So we appreciate that, and thanks for submitting your clip for our segment Field Scout.
Absolutely. Let's fly on up out of here.
We're gonna play a game, aren't we, Mark?
We are. Yeah. We're not just here to sell Vex milk and make a little extra glimmer on the side. Who's?
Gotta
I didn't
hustle.
spell. Who spelled this sign? I
Which is
did.
what, milk? Because it should be an E.
No. Malk, actually, I think,
Yeah.
if you ask.
That's mom.
Yeah.
Vex
Yes.
Malk. Yeah, so we're here at the the Ishtar Collective, we're gonna do a segment, as Yuna said, called Third Eye, and the reason I call it that is because I'd like you guys to use your powers of future telling with your third eye to tell me what is going to happen in the second part of this clip. So we'll roll the first part. You'll see the setup, and then we'll get your guesses, and then we'll roll the second part to see how close you were in your guesses. So yeah, if you guys have seen Aldrin, maybe you should alert his mom. That would be cool of you. You could do that.
All right.
So here we go. This is me in the Archon's Forge, and this is back when perfected shank was a real problem in my life. Like,
it was hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of remember. I remember the servitors being a pain because there was so many of them that would come out before the final servitors would come out. But the shanks seemed to just absorb the damage. They took so much DPS early on. I mean, now 400 light, you get a few people in there, and you can kind of just rock it. But early on, you had to have quite a few people. 6 fire team member, 6 people in there to do enough damage to get them done.
Yeah, you really did. So pay attention at the end of this clip to see what's going on. So we've killed the shank at the end of this clip. This is Ben and I were playing here. You can see all the wolf pack rounds. I'm not using the right heavy. He is. And then watch what happens at the end. These exploding shanks come by, and what am I doing here?
I'm gonna call it right now. You're gonna get absolutely blown to smithereens.
Yeah, it looks like you've decided to try to emote them to death. Interesting strategy. Not one that I've seen too much in the past, but.
The emote is mightier than the sword, is what I always say.
Nobody likes a braggart.
Yeah.
Especially shanks.
Yeah.
So no, you're going to get blown away.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Those exploder shanks have ruined my day more than once, and I have a feeling that your day is about to get ruined.
So I'd just like to say, it's not just a fail video. This is another segment altogether, but your guys' faith in me does not exist.
It's because we know you.
It's about learned behavior, Mark. We've been through this pattern, right? There is a pattern here.
I do. In your defense, I do enjoy Destiny fails to the point where it would just about any segment could end up being a Destiny fail by me because I just think they're so funny. When people fall down, I laugh. When I fall down, I laugh. It's just the way I am.
Yeah, it's the whole reason why you created Derpa Sherpa.
That is. That's right.
Let's see what actually ended up happening in this video.
Yep, cataloging my fails. All right, so I'm punching these guys.
Just why, Mark?
Oh, did you see that? I did emote them to death.
It doesn't work that way, Mark.
Yeah.
I think it does. That's what I see happening.
Yeah.
So obviously you ended the encounter, so they disappeared.
Yeah. It's like you just didn't even register on their radar.
This just reinforces bad behavior.
Yeah. I know. I set you guys up.
We just shadowbox you.
I totally set you guys up. So what happened was we had killed the boss, so you can see the dome of the Archon's Forge just closing again. So everything despawns. Now, I didn't know that. I was trying to make an epic fail video at this point. And then I actually failed at failing because the shanks decided to disappear instead. And I felt invincible at that point because we had just beat those perfected shanks, and I felt pretty smug and pompous about that. And I was like, yes.
Ha-ha.
So yeah.
Like, haha, I got you.
Strong Mark. Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah. So. Yep. Emoted them to death.
Well, I think that wraps up episode 2 of Grenades and Horseshoes.
Yep, you're right, Gray. So nice, short little show. Get you some fun. So thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight on twitch.tv/planet_destiny. Underscore is important to put that in there. If you can't catch the show live, then you can definitely catch the replay on the Planet Destiny YouTube channel or the Grenades and Horseshoes YouTube channel. If you'd like to stay connected with the community during the week, you can reach us at our kind of group Twitter handle, G&H Show, You're going to be able to reach all of us that way. Or you can hit up our individual handles at _, Grey Goes 2E, and Unilala. And you can also, if you have any ideas for segments or you have any clips that you'd like to share, feedback, you can always message one of us on any of these YouTube, any of these Twitter handles, or totally open to feedback and getting some info from you guys.
Point suppositories.
Next time.
So positive. Oh, come on.
Vex milk stand.